This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for October 9, 2023. And in the news this evening, shop vendor shot and injured at a popular Portland beach. A 50-year-old shop operator was shot and injured during an incident at the popular Winifred Beach in Ferry Hill, Portland over the weekend. The injured man has since been admitted to hospital. Reports reaching the news are that around 5 p.m. on Saturday, the now injured man was sitting with two other people on the veranda of his shop when a brown Toyota Axia motor car drove up. Two men reportedly alighted from the back of the motor car. It is alleged that one of the men removed a firearm from his waistband and opened fire, hitting the shop operator. The gunman reportedly escaped in the waiting vehicle. The shop operator, police said, received gunshot injuries to the right and the left side of his chest, right and the left side of his abdomen, right upper arm and the left side of his buttocks. The injured man was transported to hospital where he was admitted for treatment. No motive has been established for the attack, the police said. Vendor becomes the second fatality in Trelawney crash. A vendor became the second casualty from Sunday afternoon's motor vehicle accident on the Braco Main Road in Trelawney. Dead is 53-year-old Sharon Hackett, affectionately called Muffet. Her death follows that of 39-year-old nurse Avadon Allen of Stairtown, St. Anne. Hackett, who was of a Linstead St. Catherine address, died in the Falmouth Public General Hospital while undergoing treatment. Reports from the police are that about 4:30 p.m., Allen was driving a Toyota Altis motor car towards Falmouth when she lost the control of the vehicle. The Altis reportedly veered into the path of a Mitsubishi Canter motor truck in which Hackett was a passenger. The truck was traveling in the opposite direction. Allen, Hackett, and the driver of the truck received the injuries and were taken to the Falmouth Public General Hospital, where Allen was pronounced dead. The vendor succumbed to her injuries about 7:50 p.m. while undergoing treatment. The Trelawney police are investigating. Vincentian man killed in St. Anne crash. A man from St. Vincent and the Grenadines was killed in a vehicular collision on the Duns River Main Road in Oteria, St. Anne on Sunday. One man has been taken into custody in relation to the incident. The deceased is a 30-year-old Desron Gold, a store attendant who was staying at a Mount Pleasant district address in St. Anne. According to the police, the crash involved a white Toyota Probox motor car in which Gold was a passenger and a blue Toyota RAV4. According to police reports, around 11:50 a.m., both vehicles were traveling towards Oterias when the RAV4 reportedly drove into the path of the Toyota Probox, causing a collision and resulting in several people being injured. Those injured were taken to hospital, where Gold was pronounced dead. The other injured passengers are said to be in stable condition. The driver of the RAV4 has reportedly been arrested for causing death by dangerous driving. Cops probe taxi drivers killing in St. Andrew. Police are trying to unravel the circumstances behind the fatal stabbing of a taxi driver in the St. Andrew North Police Division on Sunday. The deceased 67-year-old Derek Burke, otherwise called Bird, who is from Jacksontown on Malines Road, Kingston 19, died while being treated at hospital. The news understands that around 11:10 a.m., residents called the police emergency and reported that Burke was stabbed. He reportedly then went into his black Nissan LaFesta motor car and drove off. Burke, police said, crashed into a concrete wall at 111 Red Hills Road. From there, a motorist assisted the now deceased to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he died while undergoing treatment. Police said they have since been trying to decipher what led to Burke's stabbing and find his attackers. Kingston wanted man held in St. Anne police raid. A wanted man was held by police during an incident-free operation at Oterias Bay Beach in St. Anne on Sunday. The man, identified as a 35-year-old Cedric Powell, a resident of Kingston 11, was wanted by the St. Andrew South Police in connection with a New Year's Eve murder last year. Police said between 11 a.m. and 11:45 a.m., lawmen who were acting on information carried out a raid at the beach where Powell was reportedly seen. He was subsequently taken into custody. Powell was wanted for the December 31, 2022 stabbing death of his landlord, 36-year-old Patrick Newby, a shopkeeper from Venables Crescent in Kingston 11. Reports are that around 7:30 a.m., Newby and his tenant got into an argument over rent money owed. The dispute reportedly got heated, and it was alleged that the tenant armed himself with a knife and the landlord armed himself with a cutlass. Police said residents of the area intervened to quell the confrontation, but in the ensuing commotion, Newby was stabbed in the chest. The landlord ran at a collapse along the roadway and was immediately assisted to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Man found dead on roadway in Nain, St. Elizabeth identified. The St. Elizabeth police have identified the body of a man which was found along the Gisco Alpart roadway in Nain last week. He is 28-year-old Rohan Omar Edgar of Lot 146 Shudley Housing Scheme in Manchester. The police theorize that Mr. Edgar was killed by his cronies as he was suspected to be involved in several criminal activities in Manchester and St. Elizabeth. It was reported that about 9:30 a.m. on October 5, the Nain police responded to a call that a body was along the Gisco Alpart roadway. It was face down and had bullet wounds. The police discovered several spent casings closer to the body. Operation Streamline launched to crack down on rogue PPV operators. The Transport Authority, Island Traffic Authority, and the Jamaica Constabulary Force have launched a joint effort to rid the streets of rogue passenger vehicle operators. The initiative, dubbed Operation Streamline, was launched at 6:30 Monday morning. Assistant Commissioner Gary McKenzie, head of the GCF's Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, says it is an island-wide operation with emphasis on the corporate area. Speaking with members of the media before midday Monday, ACP McKenzie said nearly 200 tickets had been issued within a few hours of the operation, vehicles seized and people arrested.
So far, we have issued some 190 traffic tickets. We have seized 10 vehicles and we have made 7 arrests by way of execution of warrants. This initiative is one which we aim to get transportation moving across the city and the country in an organized and lawful manner. Because where warrants are issued, we will execute, and where persons are seen not conforming with the arrangement, we will also take them into custody and assist them in getting through that process. We had a very unfortunate situation a while ago along Nelson Mandela Highway where a conductor was driving one of those coasters and crashed. He did not have a license to drive that vehicle, nor is he the holder of a driver's license. This kind of irresponsible behavior is not what we want within the transportation sector.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.